Welcome back, everybody. It's prison day today. That's why we're talking about the prison. No, exciting, isn't it? Isn't it so exciting? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk about prisons. Could you tell me a little about the prison?
Currently, this place is my pride and joy, which I like to call a home. When I first came here, this prison was in a terrible state.
Jade Curtis, don't even think about it. Alright, fine, I won't. Thank you, Jade. Finally, cooperation. This is dreadful. Gosh dang it, Jade. Terrible state. You mean the prisoners' attitudes? I could have made that joke after freaking Edgeworth said terrible state. Gosh dang it. Freaking Edgeworth. Oh my gosh, if only I knew.
There were no bad children in my family. It was the environment that was terrible. That's why, after giving it a lot of thought, I enlisted the help of the animals.
Being together with the animals will soften up even the most hardened criminals.
Right now, everyone has returned to their most honest self. Just take a look at Frankie. He's a model prisoner.
A model prisoner who was trying to steal from a dead body. Yeah, very model indeed. I mean, that's why he's still a prisoner, because he's, he's model. He's the perfect prisoner. And the fact that he still does criminal things. That's what prisoners do.
There are a lot of some model prisoners here, but Frankie is number one. He's proactive with his job training and helps out with the chores.
Don't let the other model prisoners do job training and chores?
Don't be silly, they all do, of course. It's just that Frankie here, he has his sights set on something different.
Something feels strange.
In any case, he's a very good boy. Please get along with one another.
What if I don't want to? You can't make me. You can't make me go to the Very Big Circus.
The enchanting music, the prancing animals, the Very Big Circus is fabulous. If you come here, you can see a show once a month.
Really? Then maybe I should. Was she just thinking about committing a crime? Once a month, you said. Is it always the Very Big Circus?
Of course, I'm Regina Darling's biggest fan. My darling Regina, she's just so fabulous.
That's insanitary.
She's such a cutie pie, I could just eat her up.
Don't do that literally. That'd be cannibalism, of course. She really likes her darling Regina.
That's why I'm worried about poor little Simon. If he is found guilty, Regina Darling will be heartbroken. Mr. Lawyer, please take care of little Simon. If there's anything I can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Alright, I won't hesitate to ask.
But really, I would have loved to show everyone yesterday. You did a wonderful job on the stage, Regina Darling. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad all the prisoners came to see it. Well, about that, just between you and me, not everyone came to see the show.
There would be Dogen and Sawit, I imagine.
There were 3 people who didn't see your show yesterday. Unbelievable, really.
Excuse me, but did you say there were 3 prisoners who did not see the show?
That's right, I took a count and there were 3 empty seats. And we even had the correct number of seats set out.
Doesn't that seem weird to you, Mr. Edgeworth? It does. We had thought that Dogen and Sawit were the only 2 prisoners who were not present in the courtyard during the show. But that doesn't add up. Where did the 3rd person go? Further investigation is needed.
I was having so much fun talking to you, Regina Darling, I completely forgot. It's time to feed my baby.
My baby? I mean, who else are you talking about other than, like, the scarf, right? Or the elephant? Or a crocodile? What are we talking about right now? Ah! It is a crocodile. What the freaking heck? Or is it an alligator? It's an alligator! Oh no! It's an alligator. You probably thought I was reading that in Edgeworth's voice, didn't you? But you might be right, because I don't know, actually. But maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. I honestly do not know.
Oh, Allie, you look so as cute as ever.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy.
Oh, how cute. So her name is Allie. Yup, she's Allie the alligator. She's my favorite out of all my family. How lovely. I want to try petting it. If Regina darling wants a pet, go right ahead. I'll allow it.
No, don't do it. You get your hand bitten off. They seem pretty excited. We need to go check the prison cells, don't we? That's right. Let's look for the third prisoner who didn't see the animal show. But where could they be? Also, excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. My goodness. March 28th, 4:02 p.m. Prison hallway. Mr. Edgeworth, I finally found you, sir. Naturally, it would be Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, I take it the investigation is running smoothly. The judge and the prosecutor haven't shown up yet. Oh yeah, I also got your message, sir. What was the result of the examination of the victim's cell? We hit the jackpot, sir. Traces of blood were found on the cell floor. There wasn't a whole lot there, though. This should prove that the murder occurred in the holding cell. Indeed. The probability has increased. However, we still cannot say for certain. I thought you'd say that, sir, so I asked the lab guys to look into it a little further. They're running an analysis on the blood, so we'll know soon if it was the victims or not. Way to go, Gummy. Good thinking. Detective, you've outdone yourself. What caused this sudden foresight? I'm actually thinking about giving you a pay raise for once. I'm actually a little hurt that you're so surprised by it, sir. I hope nothing bad comes of this. White floor data updated in my organizer. Blood stains were wiped away inside the victim's cell. Still investigating who the blood belonged to. I mean, I'm just starting to wonder now. It's like, why would it not be the victim's blood? Literally, why would it not be the victim's blood? I wonder. Once we get the results, we can prove that the scene was the holding cell, which leaves finding out how that doggy managed to sneak his way in here. Just leave that to me, pal. Since that other prosecutor isn't here, we can investigate as much as we want. That's why I brought my secret weapons with me. Secret weapons? That's right, pal. They've gotten us out of a few jams before. I almost said out of jail, but not quite. Take a gander at Dick Gumshoe's 7 secret weapons. Looks like he'll come in handy. Want to take up his offer, Miles? Detective, please allow us the use of your secret weapons. It should have been all like, no, we don't need them. It's not necessary right now. We'll use them in the next case. Sure thing, sir. First, I'll give you a rundown. Secret weapon number 1, the trusty nettle detector. Perfect for finding all kinds of metallic objects. As its name implies. Next, secret weapon number 2, everyone's favorite, pal. Missile. Oh, yeah, look at that cute little doggy. You can track any scent you want, especially the scent of food. He's much cuter than Mr. Dogan's dog. And then secret weapon number 3, it's, I have no idea. It's a fishing pole, I think. This. Isn't that a fishing pole? What are you trying to catch? No, actually, I just brought it by accident. How is that secret weapon number 3 then, if it's in the... Okay, whatever, I don't know. Never mind that. What's next, detective? That's all of them, sir. What? You call them the 7 secret weapons? But there's only 3 of them. That's all I have for now, pal. We can use the rest next time. I can't just retrieve them all at once. Why do you think they're called secret weapons, pal? It doesn't matter. We'll just use the 3 that he's provided. Alright, which one do you want to use? All of them. I don't freaking know. I didn't even know I was going to be choosing one. I mean, are they all going to be useful for one thing or another? I wonder. Well, anyway, everyone, I mean, naturally, I'm going to put a poll up here. Well, I should put a poll up here. If I remember, if I don't forget, that is. Which one would you want to use? Which one would you choose? I would use the... Well, I mean, this is probably the ones that could be most useful. Well, anyway, we'll see. I'm going to use missile first.
You want missile, sir? Hey, pal, over here, missile! Ah, there he is. First, let's decide what scent he should track down.
We are searching for the route Dogen's dog used to get to the detention cell. This route would have also been the same path used to carry the body to the prison.
So we haven't tracked the scent of the body. That should lead us to the path. Will it now? Don't you smell something sweet?
Really, all I can smell is the scent of blood.
It's a very faint scent, like cake or something. Oh, cake is so good. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I might have made this recommendation before, but gosh dang it, if you ever get a cake, get freaking cake with a bunch of fruit on it. If you love fruit, get cake with fruit on it. It's so freaking good. You can't go wrong with it. Like, a lot of fruit. So much fruit, just completely covered in fruit.
The scent of cake from the body?
100% recommend it. Alright, Missile, get a good whiff of that scent, pal. Oh, he's going somewhere. Come on, let's follow after him.
That way is...
He's heading towards the special cell. He's gone straight inside.
Yes, let's follow him.
March 28th, 4:24 p.m. Prison special cell. Where's Dogen? I don't see Dogen.
This is Dogen's cell, but it looks like he's absent at the moment. Maybe he's being interrogated.
What's in here? Shh! I think he's found something. Ah!
What could there be in this room?
Mr. Edgeworth, we better take a look. Oh, it's cookies!
Oh, never mind. A teacup and biscuits. I suppose he has his tea time in here too.
Playing chess while drinking tea in his cell. Isn't this going a bit overboard with the special treatment? It's like he gets whatever he wants.
Don't complain to me. You should tell him yourself.
Or tell the people who run this detention center prison place. My goodness, obviously they way over... Well, they just overdo it and give their prisoners way too much stuff. Like, come on now, give me a break. I think I'll pass on that. And what's Dogen gonna know about this? Probably nothing. I figured that was gonna be connected, but...
You never know for sure until you check it, right?
Ooh. Nothing to say about that, huh? How about the chessboard?
It's Dogen's chessboard. It still has that hound piece on it.
Ah, the chessboard has legs! Aren't these things expensive?
They can be. This is very good craftsmanship.
Mr. Dogen playing chess is kind of unexpected, you know? I figured he'd be more of a Go player or something like that. What's a Go player?
Go? Do you play Go, Kay?
I'm really good at Go Bang. What? What?
But that's not Go.
What the heck is Go? What is Go Bang? Is that a real thing? Honestly, I don't even know. I'm confused. Look at this one first.
It's the chisels Dogen uses. More than enough for him to murder someone with.
Speaking of chisels, it kind of looks like someone used a chisel on your forehead, Mr. Edgeworth. What?
And what is that supposed to mean?
See, that furrow between your brow is getting deeper. It looks like it looks just like a carving.
I would leave the subject alone if I were you.
Oh man, he is not liking that. Not liking that whatsoever. Crazy talk. Excuse me. Gosh dang it, Kay, stop with the crazy talk. Look at this, Mr. Edgeworth. There's a small chisel here.
I'm not well versed in woodworking, but this seems to be a pocket-sized chisel.
A pocket-sized chisel? It must be convenient to have one wherever you go.
Is that from a thief's point of view?
No, it's from a great thief's point of view.
You didn't even skip a beat.
Oh my goodness. Missile, maybe? This is what you're barking at? Chocolates? Whoa, hey, knock it off, pal! Chocolate cake is bad for dogs. If that's how it's gonna be, I'll eat it all myself. Wow, that was pretty good. Here, ate it that fast. Good for you. But it looks like someone else has a problem with that. That wasn't fair, Gummy. I wanted to eat it too.
I doubt it's wise to eat food you find lying around a prison. Gumshoe, I wanted that too, by the way.
Anyway, I guess Missa was barking at the cake, sir.
That was pointless.
Well, that was neat. Is that police dog going to get the job done? He's fine, pal. He was just following his stomach instead of his nose. Let's track down the scent of the body for real this time, Missile. I mean, is he really useful for this? I mean, who really knows? Oh, looks like he's found something else, sir. I wonder. Now it's this cell.
This would be Mr. Elbert's cell. I'd like to examine the interior. Detective, call a guard.
Roger that, sir. Where are all the prisoners at? Where's Dogen? Where's Elbert? Was the other guy in that cell too? The one on the right? I actually wasn't paying attention to that, but seriously, like, are they all out of their cells? And if so, why? We know Frank saw what's out of his... wherever his cell is at. Makes me wonder. It does make me wonder.
Good work, Detective. By the way, is J. Elbert still being held in the disciplinary room? No! He should have already returned! He was present during the noon roll call! He may have been assigned to work someplace else! I see. Well then. May we examine the cell? Yes, sir!
Oh my gosh. We are examining things. Let me guess. Oh. Wait. What, that looks like a dog bowl, though, and food. Huh. Alright. We'll start on the... No, he might be going for the trash. If it's another joke thing and the dog's going for the trash, and maybe that's what he's going for. Mr. Edgeworth, how many minutes do you think this hourglass goes for?
Elbert is a former boxer, so I'd say 3 minutes. In a boxing match, each round lasts for 3 minutes.
Bzzz! Wrong! The correct answer is around 2 minutes. Why? Well, because the glass is cracked and some sand is spilled out.
What? How could I have missed that?
I mean, to be fair, it's so pixelated. I mean, how could you tell, Edgeworth? How in the world could you possibly? Goal?
Goal!
Oh my gosh! Ah! Anyone watching the World Cup? I'm not. The US is in the World Cup, so I don't want to watch it. Anyway. Oh, that's besides the point. There's a poster of Mr. Elbert on the wall. And what's this next to it? Is this his weight loss target?
He was a former boxer. He probably continued with his weight management. It seems he also takes various protein supplements.
Muscle protein, hustle protein. Hustle protein? Weight loss protein, nothing but protein.
Which weight class was he aiming for?
All of them! Why would you not aim for all of them? You gotta aim for every weight class you can possibly get. And wouldn't it be fun to be the
world champion of every single weight class all at the same time?
Okay, so the paper and those were the same thing. I kind of figured it would be, but you never know until you see for sure. There's a poster of Mr. Elbert on the wall. And what's this next to it? Is this his weight loss target? Oh. I feel, as soon as the weight loss target came up, I'm like, wait a second. Something's wrong here. Something is very, very wrong here. You know what I forgot? I forgot I can use the touchscreen to actually look around and be like, yeah, I should do that and see what I'm looking at here. Be more precise that way, so I'm not just being like, oh, let me use my controls, the control pad. I'm like, oh, great, that's gonna work wonderfully, won't it?
Rocky is written here in messy handwriting. Could this be the bear's toy? This prisoner seems very close to his unusual partner.
This takes me back. Didn't you play with stuff like this when you were a kid?
No, I don't recall doing that. ...
Well then, what did you play with when you were younger?
Chess, golf, and the flute. Things like that.
Okay, I mean chess, okay, fine. You were a kid that liked sophisticated stuff, apparently. That makes sense. The flute, okay, I see that too. Golf? I mean, there's not a lot of kids that play golf, really. So, I mean, I'm kind of surprised that I wouldn't expect Edgeworth to be a golf person, especially as a kid. Mr. Edgeworth, did you have any friends?
Why must you be so concerned about that?
I wonder why Kay never got the chance to meet Mr. Right. Why did that happen? I wonder. Well, anyway, this thingy.
The sandbag shows signs of repeated use.
Oh, that was his target? I thought the other thing was gonna be his target. You want a box too, Missile? Ha ha ha! Look at him go!
It can't be. Detective, move this sandbag at once.
Yes, sir! Oh, now I'll never know what the other one is.
A hole. This is...
Hey, Missile, come back here! I'm going too!
Hold it.
Hold it! Why did he say it as text and not as a text? That's kind of weird. I'll stop them, sir! Ugh, it's too tight for me, sir!
Detective. ... It can't be helped. I'll have to wait for her to contact me. ... Hello, Kay? Are you alright?
Don't get so worked up! Right now I'm in the detention center.
The detention center?
That hole comes out at Nightly's cell.
Really? Stay where you are. I'm coming over there now.
Oh, man. So I got it right, but I wanted to see what the other options were going to give me, though. Dang it. Well, that's unfortunate. March 28th, 5:04 p.m., detention center holding cell.
Kay.
Mr. Edgeworth, I really helped out, didn't I?
Indeed. She doesn't appear to be injured.
The floorboards have been ripped out from under the bed, sir. So I didn't even bother thinking. Like, come on, if they had even, like, the most oblique angle they could have had, they could have seen that freaking hole so easily, and yet they didn't. Like, why? Like, come on. Are they blind? Like, my goodness.
I see. It seems we found what we were looking for. A secret passageway? Oh no! The passageway excuse me. The passageway between the detention center and the prison is blocked by solid doors. However, there was a secret underground tunnel beneath it. We were following a sweet scent and arrived here. That means the scent must have come from Nightly's body.
Crime scene notes updated by organizer. COD penetrating wound in the neck. Died instantly. There are small bruises on his head. He has a sweet scent.
Come to think of it, his body was covered in dirt. It may have been caused by passing through the tunnel. Okay, what was the inside of the tunnel like?
It was pitch black, so I really couldn't see much, but took some photos.
Please show us.
Jeez Louise, really?
This is...
Spoons and forks. Were these used to dig the tunnel? Oh, a classic. But more importantly, what are these footprints? Oh, I do wonder what those footprints could be.
These footprints, could they belong to a dog?
Tunnel footprints data jotted down by organizer. Photograph of the tunnel connecting the detention center and the prison. Are those dog prints? No, they're duck footprints. What are you talking about? Jeez.
There surely be vital evidence. However, before we consider that, we have a big problem.
A problem?
J. Elbert could use this tunnel to move around freely. Detective, confirm his whereabouts post-haste. Perhaps he's...
You may be right, sir. This is a big deal. It's probably no big deal.
After speaking with the guards, the search for J. Elbert was carried out immediately. They searched every nook and... Of course they did. They searched every nook and cranny of the detention center and the prison. But in the end, they found no sign of him. Well, did they inspect every suspicious-looking nook and cranny, or did they just go through nooks and crannies? If they didn't suspect the suspicious-looking ones, or inspect them, I should say, not suspect them. What obvious suspects, of course. If they didn't inspect them, then they obviously committed some serious crimes today. March 28th, 5:34 p.m., Detention Center hallway.
Did you contact the police?
Yes, ma'am. We've already done that. We arrived on the site immediately. We've set up a security firm around the prison, ma'am.
Right, this is the first scandal in our prison's history.
We're so sorry. She's completely different from before.
Mr. Edgeworth, was it? Thank you for finding the escapee's tunnel. But it's a little too late. Mr. Elbert has long since left here.
I don't believe he has gone beyond the detention center. There were security gates located at the exit of the detention center. I believe it would have been difficult to get through those, wouldn't you agree?
Maybe he has another tunnel.
We certainly can't deny that possibility, however.
Anyway, there's no use in you being here now. Please return to your investigation.
Yes, we'll do that.
You guys get back to your post too.
Yes, ma'am! Detective Gumshoe, sir! We've got the results of the blood test you requested!
Good work, pal!
These are the forensic results of the blood on the blood stain found in Knightley's cell.
So what's it say, Mr. Edgeworth?
The blood is confirmed to have been Knightley's.
Oh, what a surprise! I mean, I was kind of almost wondering if, like, just because they didn't say it, was it going to be someone else's? Like, oh, it was the dog's blood. Like, okay, yeah, that's cool. White floor data updated my organizer. The blood stains belong to Knightley. Yes. Hey now, that's good news. We found the blood stain in Knightley's cell and discovered the tunnel the dog used. Furthermore, the security camera shows footage of a dog attacking Knightley in his cell.
We have all the evidence we need. It's time we ask Dojin a few questions.
Dojin, did you say? Please use utmost caution. That man even has henchmen outside of the prison.
Outside of the prison? Is this related to his secret trade routes as the supplier?
The police have been searching for Dogen's henchmen for ages. I've also been helping them, but...
So that means back then. So we still won't talk? Even after all the trouble you went through to get the evidence transferred from the precinct?
That's right, I don't know how many times I've tried. I can't report back empty-handed.
An assassin sure is one tough cookie, huh? You had evidence transferred from the precinct.
Yes, we bought all the evidence concerning Dogen. I've been interrogating him personally in my office. The interrogation was all like, who are your henchmen? Where'd you hide that evidence? How can I arrest some people? No matter how much evidence we have on them, we can't get a single warrant out of him.
The warden interrogates him herself. Why go that far?
Lose your focus anyway you would lie. Be on your guard.
Whoa, you made Uncle Ray a little nervous. And away we go. Oh my gosh, there he is. March 28th, 5:55 p.m., prison special cell. Oh, look who's here again. Time to lose our badge!
Judge Courtney, what are you doing here?
Questioning a prisoner. Did you forget that we're investigating as well? Or rather, have you forgotten my warning? If you value your badge, you should not have appeared before me again.
I'm sorry if you thought that I would abide by those words. I won't overlook something important just to heed your warning. I've come for a testimony about the truth of this case, which you have overlooked.
You mean to say you require my humble services?
As I promised, I returned to prove that you are the culprit.
Interesting. Do tell. Objection! Before that, you should first listen to our reasoning. We can say with confidence that Simon Keyes is the culprit. Only Simon Keyes could have moved Mr. Knightley into the prison. And we can show proof of this fact. But first, I'd like to hear your resolve, Prosecutor Edgeworth. If our reasoning is correct, will you submit it to us? Your prosecutor's badge. Eep! You'll deprive him of his badge? Is that a threat, pal? No, it's not a threat. Rather an act of compassion. Normally, I wouldn't even have taken notice of you, since you have no right to investigate. However, if you are able to show proper resolve, I would be willing to let you be my opponent. Are you willing to risk it? Your prosecutor's badge? But Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
Very well. I trust my own reasoning. But moreover, at the moment I am currently a defense attorney's assistant, first and a prosecutor's second. I will not sully the good name of the Edgeworth law offices. ... That was very nice, Miles. I intend to see my job through. I won't yield to your threats.
So be it. Is this bravery or simple foolishness? On the goddess of law's behalf, I shall be the judge of that. Sebastian, allow me to.
Yeah, I got it. I'm counting on you, Justine. Oh my gosh, here we go. Movement to the prison.
I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the day before yesterday? He attacked a guard and stole his keys. Afterwards, Simon Keyes stopped by the cellar with an animal cage from the show. During this time, Mr. Knightley was able to use the stolen key to exit his cell. He then hid in the cage while it was moved to the prison workroom.
So Mr. Keyes went to his cell after all.
After hearing you talk about the security camera yesterday, we investigated ourselves. Why don't you have a look? I have here a printout of the security camera footage.
This is the moment when Mr. Keyes visited Knightley.
Exactly. As you can see, the cage creates a huge blind spot in the cell. By using this blind spot, Mr. Knightley could have entered the cage. That is our reasoning.
A blind spot. That means the camera doesn't actually show him entering the cage. At this time, there's still the possibility that Knightley never left his cell.
But why would he be hiding inside an animal cage? Mr. Knightley was planning to escape from prison. That is the only possibility. A prison escape? That's so cool! First Mr. Albert and now Mr. Knightley? I won't let them show me up!
Okay, this isn't the time to get excited. J. Albert's escape is no laughing matter.
Simon Keyes was aiding Mr. Knightley in his escape. In other words, he was an accomplice. Not bad, Simon.
Don't praise him.
That cage was transported temporarily to the workroom. Originally, Mr. Knightley was to remain hidden until the end of the animal show. He would then be carried out along with the cage. I presume that was the plan. However, midway through the plan, he was betrayed by Simon Keyes and murdered.
Judge Courtney's reasoning does appear to make sense. However, there must be a hole somewhere. I must not overlook anything.
Indeed, we should not overlook anything. Rebuttal, movement to the prison. We shouldn't look overthinking the
I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the day before the incident before yesterday.
But anyway, yeah, we shouldn't overlook anything. But we won't be overlooking anything on the next exciting episode. We'll save that for then. Not today, but then. I'm actually thinking I might go back and maybe... Well... No, I'll tack it on at the beginning of next episode, actually, just for, you know, just for the curiosity's sake, I guess.
Like, what happens if you select, like,
What happens if you select the metal detector? What happens if you select the fishing pole? Because I'm curious what happens. I mean, my goodness, I didn't think I actually picked the right answers, so, I mean, unless they're all three the right answers, somehow they all lead to the same point. I don't know how that would happen, but regardless, though, I want to check them, so I will at least tack those on at the beginning of the episode, next episode. So, everyone, I will see you all later. We'll be doing that then, and then we'll go back to this. Naturally, of course. I'll see you all later, one. Goodbye!